Today's discussion is centered on listening and note-taking. By the end of the unit, you should be able to differentiate listening and hearing, explain how to become a good listener, and understand the role of note-taking when listening. Many people struggle with listening and they confuse the term listening with the term hearing. Listening means to pay attention by actively interpreting messages. And listening is also temporary in the sense that you have to engage your mind to interpret a message. Hearing is the perception of physical sounds. That is, sound is received. This is involuntary and it is a passive activity. Compared to listening, hearing is continuous. It is ongoing. We listen to build relationships, to be entertained, to show empathy, to understand others, to learn, and to also gather information. Listening helps us to persuade others and also to negotiate to avoid misunderstanding. An important part of becoming a good listener is to be aware of your own behavior and habits when you're listening. Of particular importance is the role of nonverbal communication, especially body language. The way you sit when you listen, the way you stand when you listen, the position of your hands, and even the expressions of your face all contribute towards self-awareness. So as a communicator, it is important that you reflect on what you do during a listening situation so that you can be able to handle and address these issues when you get into a communication situation. Being self-aware will let you self-correct and also get better at listening to others. So becoming a good listener means that you have to be able to listen for content and understanding. Listening for understanding means being able to comprehend what the speaker is saying, and content refers to knowing the subject matter that is being addressed. When we talk about content of the subject matter or the message that the speaker is addressing, it's important that we familiarize or remind ourselves of the parts of speech or the word classes that are used in English. There are the open word classes and the closed word classes. The open word classes refer to nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, whereas the closed word classes refer to the determiners, the prepositions, the pronouns, the conjunctions, and interjections. So altogether 9 word classes. Depending on the book you are reading, there will be variations to the number of word classes that particular writers will indicate. When you are listening for understanding of content, this means paying particular attention to those words that carry the meaning of communication. The words that carry the meaning of communication are the content words. That's where the meaning of a message is hidden. Grammatical words, that is the closed word class, they simply show the relationships between these content words or between these open words that we are talking about. And they also show how these content words relate to each other in the message. They help to ensure that there is correct usage in terms of structure and also in terms of semantics, that is meaning. Paraphrasing is a key aspect of being able to listen for understanding and content. Paraphrasing simply means to reword. So this is saying something in your own words. The opposite of paraphrase is the use of quotations, where you use the author's direct words in your speech or in your written work. Paraphrase involves the use of synonymy, and to paraphrase accurately, the paraphraser should be able to find appropriate synonyms to replace the content words that were used. An example of a paraphrase: many foreigners view the Victoria Falls every year. The paraphrased version states, each year, tourists visit the Victoria Falls. Another example, Coca-Cola is preferred by the majority of students. The paraphrase, many students favor Coca-Cola. So to paraphrase then, you have to listen to the source many times or read the text several times. Then you have to take note of the main ideas and reduce the speech or text to these main ideas. Then you can write these main ideas in your own words. When you paraphrase, it is always important that you cite the source so that the listener can go back to the original and look it up so that they can see exactly what the context of the original expression was.